Tamal Talmud Torah, Lo Yadin. Lo Yadin means we don't know. So we don't know if the reason why Reb Chizkiah told Reb Yaakov bar Acha not to tell him anything is because he was bayish. He was upset that he left them because Reb Chizkiah holds that really he should become Tameh for Talmud Torah. And that's the reason why Reb Chizkiah said, don't say anything. Or, Ve'in mishum dahava Taison Lo Yadin. We don't know if it's because it was Taison. It was a very long drawn out sugya. They were in the middle of the sugya, and to have to go back to the beginning to repeat the whole sugya would have been a very big schlep. It would have been very difficult. So maybe that's the reason why Reb Chizkiah told Reb Yaakov bar Acha not to tell Rav Kain anything. And now we continue talking about the Isra of a Kain becoming Tamei Meis. Now the following is about a Toma D'Rabbanan. There's a Gezerah on Chutz La'aretz called Tomas Eretz Ha'amim. Since when Goyim bury their dead, they don't mark where the caver is, so there's a chashash that just about anywhere one walks in Chutz La'aretz there might be a caver. So that's why we have this Toma called Eretz Ha'amim, that there's a Toma D'Rabbanan on all of Chutz La'aretz. That means technically a Kain should not be allowed to leave Eretz Yisrael. But now we're going to see a number of exceptions to this rule. Tana, we have a Braisa, Mitma Kain v'yotzei Chutz La'aretz. A Kain could become Tamei and go to Chutz La'aretz. For what reasons? L'dinei mamanis u'l'dinei nefashos. If he has to be involved in a dinei mamanis case or a dinei nefashos case, u'l'kiddush ha'chaydesh, to be mekadosh l'chaydesh. If Bezdin is outside of Eretz Yisrael for whatever reason, and they're mekadosh l'chaydesh there, and he has to be involved in that, so he's allowed to leave Eretz Yisrael. U'li Roshana, and in order to be involved in extending the year, adding another month. L'hatzel sadim in a guy, in order to save a field from a guy. This is referring to a guy who stole his field in Eretz Yisrael, and the only way to get it back is to go to the guy shekortz and chutz la'aretz, so he's allowed to do so. Vafilu litar, even to protect his field, meaning in order to prevent the guy from taking his field in the first place. Yet Va'ir allow, he's allowed to go out and be ma'ir and bring up issues that are regarding his field so that the guy doesn't take it. Furthermore, V'lil by Tyra, he's allowed to go to chutz la'aretz to learn Tyra, V'lisa isha, and to marry a woman. Rabbi Yehuda says, Im yesh lo me'echon lomoid al yutame. If he has a place where he can learn in Eretz Yisrael, there's a good yeshiva in Eretz Yisrael, so he shouldn't go to chutz la'aretz and become tamei to learn. Rabbi Yaisi says, Afilu yesh lo me'echon lomoid Tyra. Even if he has a place to learn Tyra, there's yeshivas in Eretz Yisrael. Yutame, he could leave Eretz Yisrael and become tamei. Shaloi me'akol adam zaycha lomoid, because a person isn't zaycha to learn from everyone, and if he feels he's going to be successful learning by this Rebbe in chutz la'aretz, so he's allowed to go out of Eretz Yisrael to learn by that particular Rebbe. And similarly, Amru al Yosef HaKayin, they said about Yosef HaKayin, Shahayim matame v'yotze acha Rabbi l'tzidon, that he would be matame and go out after his Rebbe in Tzidon. Tzidon is considered outside Eretz Yisrael, and he would leave Eretz Yisrael and go to Tzidon to learn from his Rebbe. Now this is all in regards to Talmud Torah, Aval Amru, but they said, Al yetze kain l'chutz la'aretz, a kain should not go to chutz la'aretz, elim kain hivtichu la'isha, unless they promised him a wife, meaning leaving Eretz Yisrael for Talmud Torah, and for a wife is different. In regards to a kain marrying a woman, we're a little bit more machmir, and we say he's not allowed to leave Eretz Yisrael unless he knows for sure that he has a wife over there. How does he know for sure? So it could be they sent him a letter promising him a wife, or they sent him a verbal message, but either way it has to be that he knows for sure that there's a wife waiting for him there, and only then he's allowed to leave Eretz Yisrael. The Gemara continues, what about a kain becoming tamei to do Nesiyas Kapayim, to do Berchos Kaihanim? There's a mace in Shul, and if he walks into Shul to do Berchos Kaihanim, he's going to become tamei. Now we know that there's a mitzvah saseh dairaisa for a kain to do Nesiyas Kapayim, so perhaps that overrides the isra of him becoming tamei. So Gemara brings a story, Magbila, Achai Rav Abba bar Kayin, Amar Kumei Rabbi Yaisi b'shem Rav Acha. Magbila, who is the brother of Rav Abba bar Kayin, he said in front of Rabbi Yaisi in the name of Rav Acha, Mitma kain l'nesiyas kapayim, a kain is allowed to become tamei in order to do nesiyas kapayim. Now Sham Rav Acha heard this, V'mar, and he said, Anoli Amr Slei Klom, I never said anything like that to him. But now Chazar for Amr, Rav Acha went back and said, Oy Dilma loy shama minai, Ella, it could be that he only heard the following from me. Kai Demar Rav Yehuda ben Pazi b'shem Rabbi Lazar, that which Rav Yehuda ben Pazi said in the name of Rabbi Lazar, Kol kain shu amir beis hakneses, any kain which is standing in shul, ve'enu nesiyas kapav, and he doesn't do nesiyas kapayim, Iver Basei, he's Iver Nasei. Now I definitely said that. The Safar Meimer and he, Magbila, thought to say based off of that, Shemitzvah Hasei, Deichel and Mitzvah Lois Hasei, that the Hasei of Berchos Kaihanim is Deichel the Lois Hasei of not becoming Tamei Meis, and therefore a kain should become Tamei Meis in order to do Nesiyas Kapayim. However, Ano Loy Amr Slei Klom, I never said anything like that to him, and I soon I would like him to be brought over here, Vana Al Kune, and I'm going to give him Malchus for saying something over my name that I never said. Now another story about this, Rabbi Vo Hava Yosef Masni Bekinishta Madidasa Bekesarin. Rabbi Vo was sitting and teaching in the Kinishta Madidasa, in the great synagogue of Caesarea, Vahava Taman Mesa, and there was a mace in the shul. Now he wasn't actually in the shul, he was outside in the courtyard of the shul, but inside the shul is where the mace was. Itas answered the Nesiyas Kapayim, it was time to do Nesiyas Kapayim, but they didn't ask him, meaning his Talmidim or Kaihanim didn't ask him, should we go inside to do Nesiyas Kapayim? Idas answered the Michla, but then it came time for them to eat, and then the Kaihanim asked him, are we allowed to go into Shul to eat? It's mealtime now. So he told them, on Nesiyas Kapayim lo she'iltonli. In regards to Nesiyas Kapayim, Berchos Kaihanim, which is a mitzvah to say Dairaisa, you didn't ask me if there's a heter for you to go into Shul and do Nesiyas Kapayim. Michla she'iltonli, but in regards to eating, that you're asking me if you're allowed to go into Shul and become tummy in order to eat. Given the Shaman Cain, once they heard this, each one went backwards and he ran away, and they went back to learning, they went back to Seder because they were a little bit embarrassed about the situation. We're going to stop here for the day, pick up tomorrow, continue to talk about when a Kain's allowed to become tummy. For now, everyone should have a wonderful day.